Welcome to the MS Tech office. And now I've done an office tour in this room before, but a lot has changed, so I figured it's a good time to update you guys on the gear and the workflow and the environment we're working in to produce 3 tech videos a week on the MS Tech YouTube channel, which is something I'm very proud of. I guess we should start over here. This is Byrons Desk. Now I did a dedicated desk tour video on his desk and my desk earlier this week, so you can check that out by clicking the card on screen now. But basically he has a dual monitor setup. He edits the videos and they look amazing. So all the editing recently, the good editing, has been done by him. And this is actually interesting. So right now we're using custom PCs, Windows, and Adobe Premiere. And you may have noticed a lot of the bigger tech YouTubers switching over to Mac OS X and Final Cut Pro 10. So we're gonna give that a try. So in a couple weeks, maybe a month or two, we're gonna switch from these custom PCs and Windows to a MacBook, Mac OS X, and Final Cut Pro 10. So the entire YouTube channel will be run off of a MacBook. And that's gonna be interesting to see how it does, how Final Cut Pro handles 4K versus Premiere. We'll be getting a 4K camera. So I'll keep you updated on that. And after we do the whole transition for about a month, I'll do like a status update, see if we like it better or not. I just think it's gonna be interesting to see if a MacBook can run a YouTube channel. And the skin on this MacBook is actually an unreleased real bamboo skin from Slickrafts. It looks absolutely incredible and it feels really nice. Link below if you want to go check it out yourself. So let's move over here. This is like the work in progress table. I'll turn this light off. So these are products that are either about to be used for a video or currently being used for a video. These are some products for the next best setup video. You'll see that soon. And this is a white balance card, so you hold this up to the camera when you're shooting, and this helps you color correct in post to get that nice color. And then in these drawers, there are just some products and stuff, like anything, really just a bunch of random products. There's like 4 mouse pads in there that just get shoved in there. There's some paperwork in there too. And this box is being returned. And then we just have this light that's kind of in the corner of the room that just projects out into the room, which helps just fill up the room with light. And this is my desk, so I don't really edit videos anymore, but I still edit the thumbnails, I do the scripting, I do the planning, I do the emailing, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I mean, if you want to see the desk more in depth, of course I did that dedicated desk video where I went over every single product. Basically we have a 4K display, I use actually an Apple keyboard, and the DX Racer chair is a recent addition. I will be reviewing it, but so far I am loving this chair. So I guess let's move on to the next part of the room. Over here we have, so this is kind of like the gear table-ish. This is where we charge everything. These two are for the microphone set that we're using right now. It's a wireless Sennheiser lav mic. I will be doing a review of it sometime in March. Then we have, of course, like the chargers for the camera batteries. So like after we're done filming, we just grab all the batteries, shove them over here, and they're charging and ready to go. And it's actually just a table that I covered with a carbon fiber vinyl, and it looks amazing. I love it. Over here we have my golf clubs. I think it actually adds just like a nice touch to the room. There's no practical purpose of having them in the office, but I like it. I like to look at them. Over here is a giant bookshelf. You've probably seen it in the back of a lot of the videos. I think it's a really cool like set item to have. And I didn't put it in here or anything. This was just in this room already. And instead of like trying to cover it up, I just figured take advantage of it. I also hung like these little Christmas lights all across them. I think they look really cool too. And they're not too bright or anything. So it's a nice touch. You got the subscribe pillow. Over here we got like an HTC One that I shot an arrow through. And then over here is the tool table. And even though it looks organized, it's really not at all, but this is all the tools you could ever really need when around an office or dealing with tech products. And the general philosophy over here is just keep it looking neat. So keep it parallel or perpendicular, keep it looking neat. You need something like a knife, you grab it, you go open a box, and you just put it back parallel to other things, and it looks pretty cool. And it's really nice to have everything just like at easy access, especially the duster, keep your things dusted. And you got like an iFixit toolkit over here. Really everything you could need for a tech product is over here, looking somewhat organized. Over here we have actually a new microphone. So I'm using a new Sennheiser lav mic and a new Sennheiser shotgun mic. This is the MKH416. Very well regarded in the tech community. It's a shotgun mic. As you can see, it's long. It's got this like windscreen on it. Haven't used it in any videos yet, but I cannot wait to start trying it out because I'm very excited for the sound quality that it will produce. Down there we have a cable box, so that's like a little box or bin that I put all the extra cables in. Super unorganized, not gonna open it. And then there are some cardboard pieces that block out the windows because they can add bad light to a shot. So we just have those there. It's very easy to remove if we do want that light coming in. So before I move over to the B-roll table, I want to mention the lighting. In terms of lighting in here, we have 2 overhead lights that aren't very attractive. We have that light in the corner I already mentioned, then we have 2 soft boxes right here. Generally, I point them up at this ceiling, so then the light goes off the ceiling and just disperses into the room. That creates a softer light, a little more natural. And so I have 2 of those, and then 1 umbrella light. And this umbrella light actually has a LifeX bulb in it. So you can see that it's not perfectly white like the soft boxes are. So when I'm filming live in my chair, I'll put this light like kind of near me, and it will, with the warmer color tone, it brings out a more natural skin tone. And I found that it makes the videos look a lot better. So I'm really happy with that. I just recently replaced the bulb with a LifeX bulb. So let's move that out of the way. We have the camera setup, of course, Canon 70D, on top of a Kessler slider, on top of Manfrotto legs, 502 HD head, and then on top of here is actually the audio recorder, the Tascam DR40, and this is the Sennheiser wireless receiver. Like right now, my audio is being streamed from this thing to this thing into the recorder, so I'm free to walk about, do whatever I want, and I will be heard perfectly through that, so that's really awesome to have. Been loving it so far. And then over here, let me just move the tripod, we have the B-roll table. So this is also the table that all these setups for the Best Setup series get filmed on and built on. We have the YouTube play button in the background. It's there for motivation, looks amazing. It's like a tangible sense of success on YouTube. Love it. Got posters on either side, mstechshop.com, great posters, can totally vouch for their quality. And then the B-roll table with an LED strip in the back. We keep it off the wall a little bit so the LEDs aren't too harsh, which would just mess with the camera. And then we have 50,000 real dollars. Check out my Twitter. Just kidding. They're for motion picture use only, but I've gotten a lot of comments about these saying like, wow, YouTube pays well. No. Those are fake. Paid like $50 for $50,000 of fake money. Worth it? Definitely. I think that's it for the office. I've went over everything. I guess we have an extra tripod over there and another window that's blacked out. I've went over everything in there. Actually, one more thing I want to mention, switch places with me. So on top of the bookshelf is the product boxes. It's not very organized right now, but it's kind of cool to have all the boxes we have from products that are currently in the studio are up there. So if you need something from a box, you go up there and grab it. Some products are still in those boxes. Most of them are just empty boxes up there. So that is it for the studio tour. That is how we make our videos. These are the things we use. This is a space we work in. The only other thing is we sometimes film B-roll outside. It's been a little too cold recently, but I think outside with that natural daylight looks really good in video. Big thanks to Nice for supporting the channel. Nice is the iPhone app. You can get tech gadgets and try them before you buy them. And right now there is a $40 mini drone with a camera on Nice that you can try for 5 days for free and then decide if you want to buy it or not. You can send it back and pay absolutely nothing. And I will be checking out that $40 drone in the near future and seeing if it's any good. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more content. And as always, stay classy.